everybody, welcome to Move with Midnight. I'm Midnight. I'll be working out this next hour. We're gonna get into some bar exercises. I'm very excited. These are some of my favorite sequences, so be prepared to burn. As always, if you have any injuries or limitations, modify whenever you need. Take breaks whenever you need. We wanna get to that shaky state, fatigue our muscles, get to that burnout, but then honor our bodies, take that rest, rub it out, shake it out, give it a little stretch, then get back in as soon as you can, yeah? No shame in shaking out. That means you're doing it right. All right, for this class, all you're gonna need is a mat. Make sure to have your water nearby so you can keep hydrated, and maybe a towel just to wipe off all that sweat because we're gonna burn into those muscles. Let's get started with our warm-up. Roll your shoulders up and back. Bring your arms to a nice wide second position, feet together, shoulders down, knee lifts right and left, up and up. Get the knees to hip height or higher. Nice pointed toes on the bottom, contract the core in. Arms to high fifth, right above. I'll be using ballet terms in this class. I do not expect you to know them. Just follow along, you'll catch on pretty quickly. Pull down the arms. Arms go down as knee comes up. We're using this warm-up to heat up the body. Get those muscles warm, the joints loosened, deepen the breath. That's it. So just keep on moving. If you don't have the coordination to stick with me, that's okay. Just keep moving that body. It's all about just getting the blood pumping. Add a twist, elbow to opposite knee. Wringing out that core. We're slicing the elbow across the midline. Aim it to the outside of the opposite knee. And breathe. Squat it down and up, down and lift. Feet about hip width distance apart. Sit the weight back in the heels. Flex your toes up towards your forehead. Keep your chest lifted. Pulse it down. Little tiny pulses. All right, here's the magic of bar. We're using small controlled movements. Go down to your lowest squat, then move an inch from there. Teeny tiny, about the length of a paper clip. Full range down and up, down and squeeze. That's it. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Press the hips forward every time the legs straighten. Get that nice full range of motion. Pulse it down, teeny tiny. I want you to feel that fire on top of your thighs right away. That's it. Can you go a little bit lower, a little bit deeper? Keep the pulse, heel toe your feet out to a nice wide second position. Heels go wider than the hips. Have those toes point out. Now lift the chest up, stack everything right on top. Shoulders stacked over ribs, over hips. Tuck the tailbone under. Make sure the knees are going over those second and third toenails. We don't want them buckling in. If they're buckling in, adjust the feet. We don't want to force that turnout. Nice and easy. Full range down and up, down, squeeze. Now squeeze your heels together like you're on ice. You're trying to draw those heels in under the midline, engaging those inner thighs. Pulse it down. That's it. Yes, teeny tiny, small and controlled. Those legs are starting to burn out. You can always come up a little bit higher. You go to your range of motion, wherever you can. Go to your limit. Don't judge it, just honor it. Burn into those muscles. Good, bring the arms out to a nice wide second. Energy all the way through those fingertips. Yes, high fifth. Whew, that's it. Full range down and up, down, squeeze, press. You're almost there with that warm-up. Last time, pulse it down. Teeny tiny. Last part of this warm-up, how low can you go? Can you go to your limit? You get the workout that you put in. All right, can you raise those heels up an inch? Just floating the heels, just hovering them off of that mat. 1 inch higher. Yes, a little bit more. That's it. All the way up, forced arch. That's it, squeezing through those legs. You're almost there. Hold it at the bottom. Hold. 8, 7. Feel that burn. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, stand it up, shake it out. Whoo, nice work. Let's get to that upper body. Quick little shake in the legs, then we're getting right back to that second position. Heels go wide. Plie means to bend, so just bend those knees. Line the knees back up over the toenails. Tuck that pelvis under. We don't want the booty sticking out here. We want a nice tuck of that pelvis, like we have a tail and we're curling it in between our legs. Engage those lower abs. Good, bring the arms up, frame the face. Now squeeze those elbows in towards the midline. In. So it's a small controlled movement. We're not doing a full range here. We're trying to squeeze into the midline, then squeezing an inch more. Again, that small controlled movement to really isolate into the shoulders, start to burn them out. The nice thing about this hour-long workout is you can take it anywhere. No equipment needed. Good, lift it up, like you're punching up towards the ceiling. Energy through those fingers, don't let the hands just be dead. Really ball them into those fists. 1 in, 1 lift. In, lift. Drawing those little L's with your elbows. The little corners right in front of you. Keep the elbows at shoulder height. Circles up and around. As we get tired, your elbows may start to float down here. Try and bring them up. Keep them right in front of you. They also might bow out here. Keep them squeezing in, forearms parallel. Circle other way, little circles. Yes, you should feel that burn into that shoulder joint. If you don't, I need you to squeeze a little bit harder. That's it, feel that burn right into those arms. Back to lifts, up. Speed it up. Lift. Little pumps up towards that ceiling. Burning out those shoulders a little bit deeper, a little bit more. That's it. 16, 15, 14. 8, 7, 6. Hold it here. Hold. Squeeze them. Can you get those arms all the way together for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! Shake it out. All right, we're coming down, finishing out those arms. Going to our tricep dips. Our fingers are gonna face towards our hips. We're raising ourselves up. Now, a lot of times we do tricep dips, we do them out here. I want you to shift your hips in between your hands. Yeah, it's gonna cut your range of motion, but it's gonna get all of that weight into the back of the tricep. As you get tired, you can start to float those hips towards your heels. But start back here, burn out the triceps all the way back, and then when you need to, float it forward. All right, roll the shoulders up and back, little tiny bend and press. Bend, press, press. I'm driving my heels in towards the ground, and I'm bending my elbows. I'm not just shrugging my shoulders. So make sure you do that little bend in the elbow joint, and then you push the palm of your hand as hard as you can. Triceps can burn out easily and quickly. Again, take those breaks when you need to. Right leg up and pointed. If you need to keep that right leg down, you can. It's always there to drop again. Out to the side. Oh yeah. Nice straight leg. Bring it in again. That's it, suck in the core. Keep the shoulders rolling down, don't let them creep up to the ears. Left leg up and pointed. Bend, press, press. Little bends in those elbows. Out to the side. Bend, press, press. Oh yeah, I feel that burn. You should feel that fire in that tricep by now. Both legs in. 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it down. Squeeze those elbows together and back. That's it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Do a little shakeout. Whoo! Shake out those triceps. We're going into a modified push-up. We want to bring our hands in this position, making a triangle with our thumb and our pointer finger. I'm raising up into a downward facing dog. So my hips go up high. If you want to, you can also releve, go up on those tippy toes. I'm bending my elbows out wide. I'm trying to get my forehead down into that triangle underneath me. you only go down this far, that's okay. You go to your range of motion, wherever that is for you today. Don't judge it, just honor it. Go to your limit. Here we go, nice and slow. 2 down, 2 up, down for 2, and up for 2. We're gonna finish out both the triceps and the shoulders here. Down, and press. Set the belly button in, keep the hips lifted. Single it out, down, press. Squeeze, push the palm of your hand into that mat as hard as you can. And breathe. Pulse it at the bottom. That's it. Teeny tiny presses down low. Squeeze, oh yeah, I feel that burn deep into those triceps. You're almost there. Full range down and up, down. Squeeze, down. Breathe, press. 4 more, 4, 3, 2. Last one, nice job, set it down. Knees go out nice and wide, big toes barely touching. Stretch those arms overhead. Deep inhale and exhale. Finishing out those arms and warming up the rest of the body. We're just gonna go into a nice plank hold. Option to go to your elbows or up on your wrists. Wherever you are, just make sure those shoulders are stacked right on top of that point of connection on the floor. Modified, you can go right here to your quadruped, or you can scoot those knees back. Modified position, squeeze the glutes, or tuck the toes under, lift yourself up. And wherever you are, squeeze the glutes, press the core in like there's a flame underneath your belly, and you're sucking your belly button up off of that flame. Engage, lift the right foot, up and down, lift. Squeeze. This is a full body workout right here. Finishing out the arms and bringing that work into other parts of the body. Switch left, up and down. Stabilizing through the core. Push that floor away from you. Don't let the shoulders sink down. Really press that floor away. Squeeze into the glutes. Switch to the right. That's it. Lengthen the leg back behind. Switch to the left. Lengthen your neck. Don't let the head hang heavy. Really press that chin in front. Switch to the right. 4, 3, 2, and left for 4. You're almost there. 2 of each. Up and down. Lift, switch left, up and down. Switch right. Yes, nice long spine. Switch left. Single it out. Right and left. Right and left. That's it. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Press back into that child's pose. Woo, take a deep inhale and exhale. Stretch those arms in front of you. Press the armpits down towards the ground. You can sway side to side. Just relax that body. All right, let's stretch out those arms. Stretch out those shoulders and triceps. Bring the right arm, pulling it across your body. You want to pull it across and roll the shoulder blade down and away. You can rotate that wrist, and you can tuck the ear and rotate the neck. You want to feel a stretch over the outside of that shoulder and down the side of that neck as well. Breathing into it. Give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. Grab that elbow, snuggle it behind the head. Push back with the head, look up and under the arm, add extra side body lean. Let your hips come off of your heels. Really open up the armpits, stretch into that tricep and into the side of the rib cage. Nice deep breath in and out. Good, switches to the other side. Taking that left arm, pulling it across. Don't grab onto the elbow, grab above or below. Really stretch across, roll that shoulder down and away. Option to roll out that wrist. Tuck the ear, roll out the neck. You just heat it up, start to shred into that muscle fiber. We now want to stretch it out, encouraging it to grow back to that longer, leaner dancer tone. Hand the back, grab the elbow, press back. Look up and under, add extra side body lean. Opening up the side. Let the rib cage and the armpits. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come on up. Nice work. Shake it out, you guys. All right, we're gonna get to our thighs. So we're standing back up again. You grab a drink of water or towel off. Whew, I'm already sweating. You can. Take those little breaks in between. We're starting in our lunge position. Bring our left foot forward, right foot back behind. Square your hips to the front. We don't want this back hip to open up. Really press that hip forward. Plie down. This front knee stays over the front ankle. This back knee goes down to the ground. Yeah, so it's different than having a straight leg lunge back behind you. You really want to bend that knee. Keep the chest lifted like you're balancing books on the top of your head. Roll the shoulders down the back, then lower 1 more inch. So it's different than doing a full range lunge. Yeah, we're going to our bottommost lunge and then we're moving 1 inch from there. Again, burning into the muscles. Really working just that little tiny range of motion. That's it. Yes, and breathe. Feel that burn. Now, if you can't hold your balance here, that's okay. Maybe grab onto a wall, or you can always grab onto a chair for balance as well. Change it to down hold. You drop, down, hold. Little lift, down, hold. Drop, hold. Drop, hold. Like someone has a hold of that back knee, and they're yanking it down to the ground. You have to stop the momentum with your thighs. Single it. Down, down. That's it. Is this back hip still square? It might be starting to sneak open. Press it forward. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Change it to down hold. You drop, down hold. Little lift, down hold. That's it. Down hold. Now again, if you need a shake out at any time, please do. We want to get to that place, that burnout, where you have to take that rest. Single it. If you're not getting to that burnout, I need you to go down lower. I don't care how long you last this set, as long as you're pushing to your max, to your limit, you're getting to your place of fatigue. That's it. Pulse it down. Pulse, 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 pulse. Little bounces. Whoo, yes, that's it, I feel it. Arms flip to high fifth position. Squeeze into the legs. 8, 7, 6, hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it. Rotate that leg open, go into a nice wide second position. If you need to readjust your feet, please do. Keep down nice and low. Hands go back to your hips. Little lowers down, down, down. All right, do another check-in. Where are those knees? Are they lining up? If they're buckling in, I want you to adjust those feet. You don't want to force that turnout. Not many of our hips are made for that 180 ballerina turnout. Much healthier to go on that natural diagonal. That's it. Squeeze the core and make sure that booty's not popping out. Do that little tuck of the pelvis under. Good. Squeeze and breathe. Should be feeling that burn by now. That's it. 8, 7, 4, 3. Hold it at the bottom. Rotate yourself around to the other side, switching that lunge, dropping that back knee down. Little lunges. Yes, oh yeah, I'm feeling that burn. I might have that quiver start to set in. That quiver, that shake, pushing to our limits, fatiguing our muscles, shredding our muscle fiber. We have to shred that muscle fiber before it can build back. Leaner, toner, stronger. Change it to down hold. You drop, down hold. Little lift, down hold. Drop, hold. Drop, hold. It's tough work. It's hard to change our muscles, but that's what we're doing. And you're doing great. Single it out. Down, down. Make sure this hip stays square. You're not letting it rotate open. Keep it pressing forward. Knee stays over the ankle. Back knee goes down towards that floor. Change it to down hold. You drop, down hold. Little lift, down hold. Drop, hold. Yes. Can you go a little bit lower? You should feel that fire. Breathe into the heat. Drop, hold. Drop, hold. Single it. Oh yeah. Squeeze into it. And take a rest when you need. Pulse it down. Pulse, 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 pulse. Little pulses. Arms slope to high fifth position. Hold it at the bottom, hold. Rotate that foot open, going back to that second position. Hands come to the hips. Down, down. Last chance to burn into those thighs. In this thigh section, can we get those legs to burn a little bit more? Can we get them to fatigue at least one more time? That's it, I know. They've probably already gone there a few times. That's okay. See if we can get there again. If they haven't been there before, you haven't gone to that shaky state, I need you to get down a little bit lower. Press into those legs a little bit harder. How low can you get that tailbone? Drive your heels into the ground. Pulse it down. Pulse, 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 pulse. That's it. Little bounces. Hold the arms out to a nice wide second. Energy all the way through those fingertips. Up to high fifth. Squeeze. 16, 15, 14. 8, 7, 6. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it. That's it. Can you elevate up on those big toe mounds? Squeeze and breathe for 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come on up. Whoo! Shake out those legs. Do a little massage of those thighs. That's it, you guys. All right, we're coming down. We're doing a very quick set of thigh dancing. Let me set it up right here. So I'm raising up. I'm pressing my hips forward. My knees are about hip width distance. My toes are going straight back behind me. I'm gonna reach in front of me like a zombie. Hinge back. Keep my glutes pressing my hips forward. Go back and up, back and up. Now the further back you are, the more you're gonna feel in those thighs. If you need to, come up a little bit higher, that's fine. You should be able to feel the burn on the tops of those legs. Again, you go wherever you need to go to feel it in your body. If you're feeling it in your knees too much, you can also bring those toes under right here. Just gives you a little bit more stability support, but if you can, try and stay on the tops of your feet. Different options for those arms. You can cross them over. You can bring them behind your head, or most difficult, biceps by the ears. Whew, but I'm sticking right here. I don't know about you guys. Good, hold it back, hold. Okay, we're gonna twist it, right and left, right and left. Still staying hinged back, squeezing the core in, pressing the glutes, pressing those hips forward. That's it. Yes, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe. You're almost there. Back to center, lower it for 8, 7. That's it. Give me 4 more. 4, 3. Last 2. Hold it here. Last 1. Hold, hold, hold. Yes, can you bring your biceps by your ears for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! Oh man, yeah, shake them out. Whoo, give those legs a little shake, a little massage. Let's stretch them out. You earned it. Tucking one heel in, bring the other leg out. I'll show you what it looks like to the side. You're gonna lift yourself up, shift your weight onto that front heel, point that knee down to the ground, then scoop the hips under. The more the knee is pointed down to the ground and the more you tuck your tail under, the deeper the stretch on top of that thigh. That feels good. Rotate your shoulders up and back. Lift your heart up towards the sky. Open the whole front of your body. Good, shifting back. Taking that foot, crossing it over. Give yourself a quick little figure 4 stretch. Maybe shaking it side to side. You know the nooks and crannies in there. Switch it other side. Taking the other foot in front, tucking the other heel in, lifting up, shifting the weight. Knee to the ground, hips scoop under. Roll the shoulders up and back. Feel that deep stretch on top of the thigh. We're gonna lengthen that muscle back out again. It just contracted over and over for us. We need to stretch it out so we don't lose flexibility as we strength train. want to gain that flexibility. Increase it. Good, come back, cross it over, going into that figure 4 stretch. A little side to side sway for 8. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, give it a little shake. Grab some water if you need to. I got a towel off again. We are sweating. We are getting that maximum calorie burn though, because we are burning into those major muscle groups. Let's get into our seat. Laying down on your side. Option to cradle your head in your hand or lay your ear onto your bicep. Wherever you are, stack your hips, bring your knees in. So I'm making a zigzag with my body. The more I can bring my knees in towards the chest, the more resistance there's going to be. You can't bring them up here, so you can have them a little more diagonal down. That's fine. You go wherever you need to go. Big toes stay together. Now put your hand on this top hip. This top hip is not going to move. Open the top knee. Lift it up and down. So if you notice, my knee can only lift so far without moving my hip. If it lifts any higher, I have to open that hip up. I don't want to open that hip up. I want to keep that hip pressing forward and press my knee against that stacked hip. It's adding your own resistance, like stacking weights on top of a weight machine. Pulse it at the top. We're gonna burn into that booty, get into the hip joint, side of the glute. Little presses up, keeping that hip pressing forward. Full range up and down, lift. Squeeze, breathe. Suck the belly button in, so keep the core strong. Pulse it up, lift, lift. Again, teeny tiny, only lifting about an inch. That topmost range of motion for 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Knee stays up, pinky toe lifts and lowers, lifts and lowers. So it's like I'm swinging a door open. The knee stays lifted. I'm pivoting at that knee point. Getting that internal and external rotation. Again, starting to burn deep into those hip joints. Pulse it up, lift. Like I'm tightening a bolt with my kneecap. Yes, try and squeeze a little bit tighter. Keeping the hip stacked still though. Don't let that hip roll open. Full range up and down, lift. Squeeze. That's it, yes, breathing into it. You'll start to feel that burn set in deep into those glutes. Pulse it up. If you don't feel that burn already starting, you twist a little bit deeper and think of pushing that hip forward a little bit more. That's it. Hold it at the top. You're gonna bring up that bottom toe, so now our toes are lifted. Big toes stay together, knee goes open and close, lift. This is our Big Daddy clam. So it's the same motion as this, our regular clamshell, just have those toes lifted. And we don't want this hip to roll open. Keep that hip pressing forward. If you need to, go back to this regular clamshell at any time, or pound out that glute, give it a little shake whenever you need to as well. Pulse it at the top, lift it up, up. Everybody's hips are different. So I don't care how much your knee lifts, as long as you're going to your limit, and wherever that is for your body. Full range up and down, lift and lower. And as long as you feel that burn into those glutes, into those hips. Whew, I'm feeling that burn. Yes, I'm there right with you. We're in it together. Let's do it. Pulse it up. That's it, yes. Little squeezes. Breathe. Hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Good, release that bottom leg. Keep this shin parallel to the ground. Lift it up and down. Lift and lower. So now I'm moving my leg as one giant unit. It's like my leg is frozen in that 90-degree angle. I'm lifting it up. Again, don't let that hip roll open. I'm not lifting it so high that my hip is going back. I'm keeping it pressing forward, lift. Oh yeah, deep right in there, right to the side. Pulse it up, lift, lift. Small and controlled. That's it. Oh yes, squeeze, squeeze, hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Very last set, finale, we're gonna kick it forward. Oh yeah, we're gonna flex that foot, angle the toes towards the floor, heel towards the ceiling, little lifts, up, 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 up. Oh yeah, you should feel that burn right away. If you need to, bring that leg more in a 45-degree angle or all the way down here. Less resistance here, but still working those muscles. The more you can kick that knee up towards your nose, the more you're gonna feel it in that glute. Change it to a bend and press, bend, kick. Kick, it's a mini micro bend in the knee. It's a big giant kick through the heel. Yeah, it's like you're busting through something. Kick in that door. Oh yes, that's it. Speed it up, kick, 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 kick. Deep into that booty, squeeze. Hold it up, hold, 8, 7, can you lift it up an inch higher? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yes, pound out that glute. Oh man, give it a little massage. Let's rotate up and over. Before we hit that second side, give that glute a little bit of a massage down on that floor. Breathe into it. Nice work, dancers. All right, we got another side. I know you wanted to do that whole set again, didn't you? Let's set it up. We're coming down our side, cradling the head or ear on the bicep. Tuck the knees in, stack the hips, lift the knee, up and down. And we want to keep that hip stacked. Don't let it rotate open. Now this hip was stabilizing you on the first side. It's already a little bit fatigued from that first side, so you may not last as long on this side, and that's okay. That's normal. You can shake out when you need to. No shame in shaking out. I know a lot of times we think of that as weakness. It's not. It takes a lot of power to get to that point. Pulse it up. Reframe your mind. Embrace that feeling. Be proud of that feeling. Full range up and down, lift and lower. That's it, yes, squeeze. Now are you holding tension in your jaw? Relax it. Focus on those hips. Pulse it up. Teeny, tiny. That's it. Hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Knee stays up. Pinky toe lifts and lowers. In that internal and external rotation. And everyone's turn in and turn out is different, so you don't have to look like me. As long as you're going to your range of motion. Maybe it's a little bit narrower. Maybe it's just here. That's fine. You go to wherever you can with your hips. Press, squeeze, pulse it up. Feel like you're tightening that bolt. Yes, press the side of that pinky up towards the sky. Try and angle that knee down. Oh yeah, I feel that quiver starting to set in. It wants to. Full range up and down, lift and lower. Pound out that glute, pound out that hip when you need to. Take that rest when you need to. Pulse it at the top. Lift, lift. That's it. Yes, squeeze. Hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Good, you're gonna bring the big toe together up in the sky. Big daddy clam. Lift and lower. Lift. And make sure those hips are staying stacked. We don't want to rotate open. That may cut your range of motion, so maybe your knees only go up that high opposed to this high. That's okay. And you go to where you can with that stacked hip. I'd rather you cut that range of motion, but keep your hip stacked, keep that resistance on, than to open up the hip and take all of that resistance off. Pulse it at the top. lift, lift. Ooh. Breathe into the heat, close your eyes, go to your happy place, do whatever you need to do. I know it's a lot. Squeeze into it. Full range up and down, lift, lift. That's it. Yes, oh yeah, feel that burn. Deep into those hips. Pulse it up. Teeny tiny. 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. You can relax that bottom foot. Keep that leg parallel. Lifting up and down. Lift, lift. Try and keep that leg parallel and try and have energy through that foot. So it can be a flex foot, it can be a pointed foot, just don't let it be a floppy leg. Yeah, we want the energy to go all the way through those pinky toes, all the way to the tips of the toenails. That's it. Pulse it at the top. Woo! Yes, oh I know, feel that burn in those muscles you didn't even know you had. 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Good, extend the leg. Flex the foot, toes towards the ground. Lift it, up, up. Now option to bring it down to that diagonal, or you can bring it all the way down here. That's fine, as long as you keep those hips stacked. It's all right, it's still working that booty. But if you can, the more that's up towards your forehead, the more it's burning deep in there. You guys are almost there with this set. Squeeze into it. Change it to a bend and press. Bend, kick, kick. Micro bend in the knee. Big giant kick through the heel of the foot. That's it. Let's speed it up. Kick, 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 kick. You're almost there. Hold it at the top. Hold it. 8, 7. Can you lift up 1 inch higher? Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Oh man, yes. Release it down. Give a little massage. Pound out that glute. Oh, that was a lot of work, you guys. Let's stretch out those hips. Coming on up. Give yourself that little massage again. Ooh, just using your body weight to roll over that muscle. Breathing into it. All right. We are staying upright to stretch out those glutes and those hips. Taking your right foot, crossing it over. Flex that foot. The other leg can stay nice and long. Maybe your stretch is just staying here. If you need more of a stretch, bend that knee and start to bring that leg closer towards your chest. Keep your chest up. Don't hunch over here. Head towards the sky and try and bring it in as tight as you can. Good. If that feels good and you got that, then you can let the knee fall across the midline. Yes, stretching a little bit more into the side right there. That feels good. Take the opposite hand, bring it to the outside, top of the thigh, and give yourself a spinal twist as well. Looking behind you, past that shoulder. Breathing, re-nourishing that muscle. Deep inhale and exhale. Good, coming back, straighten that leg. Keep that leg bent in. Deep breath in, arms go overhead. Deep breath out, reach for the toes. Get a quick stretch in the back of the leg and that hamstring. Flexing the toes towards your forehead. We'll also get into that calf. Breathe into it. Release. You earned this stretch. Roll it up. Switch it to the other side. Other leg goes straight. Bend that knee. Flex the foot. And maybe you just stay right here. You can start to inch that heel in closer and closer. So you can get all the way in. Rotate your shoulders up and back and try and shine your chest up and over. It's like you're shining your heart over that front leg. Nice long vertical spine. That feels good. You can drop the knee across the midline. Oh yeah, I feel that. You feel that right into that glute, right into that hip joint we worked. Opposite hand. goes to the top of the thigh, outside. Give yourself that spinal twist. Woo, looking over your shoulder, trying to rinse yourself out as deep as you can. Good, straighten that leg. Bring it up and over, flexing the toes back towards your forehead. For 8. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, nice work, you guys. All right, we have burned into those thighs outside of the glutes. We now want to get that inner thigh. So setting up like we did with that seat, on your side. You can cradle your head or bring your ear on your bicep. Top leg is gonna cross up and over. So we're using this leg like a kickstand. If my foot weren't here, I would rotate onto my belly. Yeah, so I'm just propping myself up here. That leg can be wherever you need it to be. That's just so we can really stack our hips again. We wanna keep that top hip stacked right on top, pressing forward. Lift this bottom leg, try and strain the leg as much as you can. Lift it up as high as you can. Keep that energy all the way through the toes, then lift it another inch. Lift, lift. Again, energy all the way through that leg. Imagine like someone has a hold of your ankle and they're pulling your leg longer. So we're asking those muscles to contract as they lengthen, that eccentric contraction. And encouraging those muscles to build back in that longer, leaner dancer tone. Slide the toe front and back, front, back, front, back. So it's like we're sliding that pinky toe on a countertop underneath us. Try and straighten that leg. Little tiny, only moving an inch. 1 lift, 1 front, lift, front, lift. Again, drawing that little L, that little corner with our big toe. You should start to feel that in your inner thigh. Little circles up and around. If you don't feel that inner thigh engaging, starting to build that heat, try and lift up a little bit higher and then press that hip forward a little bit more. So we're really focusing on that inner thigh right there. Other way, little circles. How small and controlled can you get that circle? How high can you get that circle? Yes, that's it. Back to single lifts, lift it up. Flex the foot, now peek down, angle the toes towards the floor, the heel towards the ceiling. Bend and press, bend, kick, kick, just like we did with that seat work. Kick through the heel of the foot as fast and as hard as you can. Kick it, kick, 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 kick. That's it, yes, shatter through it. Hold it at the top, hold. Can you lift up 1 inch higher, hold. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, bring it down. We'll stretch it out once we hit that second side. Rotate up and around. Let's get that other side. Cradling your head, taking that top leg, crossing it over, using it like that kickstand so I can really pour my hips forward. Lifting that bottom leg up, straightening as much as I can. Little lifts, up, up. Again, point through those toes, or you can flex right away. Just have energy into that foot. And burning into that inner thigh. Carving out, sculpting out all sides of our leg. Working the 360 of that thigh. Bring the foot front and back, front, back, front, back. Small. If you have big motions here, see if you can cut that range of motion. Again, just an inch, just the length of a paper clip. 1 lift, 1 front. It takes a lot of muscle control to do this really tiny, detailed movement. We not only want strength, but we also want muscle control. So we work both in this workout. Circles. Maybe that circle's looking more like a scribble by now. That's okay. As long as you're trying, you're doing what you need to do. Just try, just give it your all. Other way. Trying to do something we can't already do. That's what's going to strengthen us. That's how we grow. So give yourself that permission to try. Do your best. Back to single lifts, lift it up, up. Flex the foot. Yes. Bend and press, bend, kick. Kick through the heel of that foot as hard as you can. Micro bend in the knee, big giant press through the heel. Speed it up. Kick, 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 kick. That's it. Hold it at the top, hold. Can you lift it up 1 inch higher? Can you squeeze a little bit deeper? 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it, relax it down. Nice work. Just lay on your back. Bring those feet up. Grab onto the outsides or the insides of your feet. Let the knees go down wide. Go into a happy baby pose. Just sway side to side. Stretching out those legs. If you want to straighten your legs into a full straddle, you can. Or you can keep in that frog leg position. You can straighten one leg, then the other, whatever feels good to you here. Ah, good. Rock and roll yourselves up. Bring the knees in. Feet together. Knees go out wide. Go into a butterfly position. Lift the heart up high. And then think of lengthening your body up and over. So I'm not just bringing my head down to my feet. I want to think of getting my belly button to my heels. Really stretch myself forward, lengthen up and over. You can reach forward, or you can bring your hands onto your knees and help encourage those knees to open up a little bit more. Maybe if you have tight legs, you can't get your knees out, maybe you're right here, that's fine. Maybe all your stretches is just trying to encourage those knees to go down. That's fine. Again, wherever you need to be, and sway yourself side to side, stretching into those legs, releasing the tension in the thighs, and the inner thigh, the hips. Good. Suck the core and roll yourself up. Coming out here, give a little massage, relieve those hip flexors. You want to make sure they're nice and loose. Give them a little bit of a break. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's move on to our core. Facing to the side, laying down on our back. Bring those toes up towards the ceiling. Flatten your lower spine down onto that mat. Do a little tilt of the pelvis, like you're curling your tail in between your legs, engaging that pelvic floor and lower abdominal wall. Peel your shoulder blades up off of the mat. Reach beyond your hips, lengthen through those fingers. Pump the arms. Breathing in and out. In and out. In. Out. In and out. That's it, keep it going. Now if you can, lower those legs. The further you lower, the more it gets into the abs. Don't lower so much though that you arch your back. Keep that lower spine pressing down onto the mat. And keep on breathing. That's it, yes. Energy all the way through those toes, lengthen through the legs, pumping those arms, stabilizing through the core. You're almost there. Last one, in and out. Hold it here. Bring the knees in nice and tight. Stretch them out long. In and out. You're tucking into a ball. Try and bring those knees to your nose, then stretch out on that diagonal. If your neck gets tired, you can always bring your hands behind your head. You can always relax that upper body. Just focus on the lower body. Up to you. Or you can add the arms and the upper body, stretching overhead, then reaching towards those heels. Remember to keep on breathing. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, that's it. Try and get that tailbone, curl it off of that mat, tucking as tight as you can. Last one. Tuck back into that ball, hold it. Hold on to that right leg, extend the left leg. Left hand goes to the inside of the knee, right hand goes to the outside of that shin. Switch it, tucking that left knee in, inside of the right hand to the inside of the knee, outside of the shin. Switch it, and switch. and switch. Now give it a little extra crunch before you switch it. Crunch, switch. Crunch, switch. Crunch, switch. That's it. Make sure you're exhaling. Good option to stay here, or you can straighten those legs. Go into a scissor kick. Pull. Pull. It's a little pull. Nothing too big, just try to get that crunch up a little bit higher. That's it. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1, hold it here. Good, bend that knee again, hands behind the head. Bicycle, rotate. Slicing that elbow across the midline. Try to aim it to the outside of the opposite knee. Squeezing and breathing. Finishing out this ab series. Gonna take that rest if you need to. Pulse it to one side. Pulse, pulse, ring out that core. Try and get that twist as deep as you can. Switch and pulse. That's it. Yes, squeezing, feel that burn. Switch and pulse it. 4, 3. Switch and pulse. 4, 3. 2 of each. Switch, switch, switch. Single it for 8, 8, 7. That's it. You're almost there. 4, 3. Last one. Nice job. Woo, relax it down. Rotate onto your belly. Bring those elbows underneath your shoulders. Stretch your chest forward. Lift your chest up. Think of really pressing your heart forward so you're lengthening that belly across the floor. We're gonna finish out with some back extensions. Balance out all of that front core work we just did. Laying all the way down. Options, cactus arms, skydiver, or superhero position. Wherever you are, squeeze your shoulder blades together towards that midline. Roll the shoulder blades down so they're not up by your ears. They're really pressing down the back. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze into the hamstrings, lift the legs as straight as you can. Lift another inch, up and down, lift and lower. Again, working the topmost range of motion. So it's not a full range. We're just working that very top inch. Lift, squeeze, squeeze, that's it. Squeeze, hold it at the top, just hold it. 8, 7, can you lift it 1 inch higher? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Deep inhale and exhale. Just relax your body down to the floor. Notice any tightness or any soreness. Breathe into those spaces, relax them away. Switch your cheek to balance out the neck. Letting the weight of your body fall down to the earth. Press back into a child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes barely touching, hips go back towards the heels. Stretch the armpits down towards the floor, reach the hands overhead, resting at your third eye center. And sway side to side. And give yourself this moment to see if you can find the gratitude. Thank yourself for making it here today. Thank your body for all the hard work it just did, all the amazing effort it just put out into this workout. Let go of any judgments, concerns about the things you maybe couldn't do quite yet or you wish you could have done stronger. Those things aren't going to serve you. Release them. Just focus on all the amazing things you did accomplish. That feeling of burnout, that feeling of giving it your all, pushing yourself, challenging yourself. Let that be the thing that sinks in to reset and rebuild yourself. Stronger, bigger, faster, and more powerful. Curl yourself on up. If you need to grab a towel to help with its stretching, grab that now. Come back Bring the right leg overhead. Extend that left leg long. If you have that towel, you can hook it around your foot. Otherwise, grab above or below the knee on that leg and gently pull that leg towards your forehead. Encouraging that leg to straight open up the back of the knee. Really stretching out the back of that leg, breathing into it. Continuing this transition from all of that work, all of that effort, to release, recovery, and results. If the right leg falls open to the right side, left hip stays grounded. Open up the hip, stretch into the inner thigh. Now, can you let go of any muscle you don't need to hold on to this pose? Let it melt down into the floor. Softening the breath, filling the lungs, re-nourishing. Good, right leg comes all the way up. Crosses over the midline, soften the belly, lengthen the spine, recline spinal twist. Shoulder blades stay grounded as that leg gently corkscrews over. And feeling the calm, surrendering to this position, surrendering to this moment. Right leg comes all the way up. Left foot meets it in the air. If you have that towel, just switch it out. Otherwise, grab onto that left leg above or below the knee. Gently pull it towards your forehead. We don't get very many opportunities to reset our muscles, our minds, our spirits. This is your time, right here, right now. You earned it. Take it in. Let that workout sink in and reset everything. Left leg falls open to the left side. Right hip stays grounded. Open up the hip, stretch into that inner thigh. Can you sink a little bit deeper into the mat? Feel the weight of your body pulling down towards the core of the earth. Left leg comes all the way up. Crosses over the midline. Soften the belly, lengthen the spine, recline spinal twist. And shoulder blades stay grounded. Keep that shoulder blade pressing down into the mat. Don't let it lift up. You want to keep that nice flat shoulder blade, upper body, upper back as your hips and leg spiral over. Left leg comes all the way up. Take that towel out if you have it. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Curling up into a tight little ball. Gently sway side to side, massaging out that lower back. And rock and roll yourselves up to sitting. Good, coming up and over those toes once you get to sitting. Shift your weight over. Press your heels down towards the ground, stretching out the calves one more time. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, bowing down in honor of your work, in honor of your practice. In honor of all the amazing things your body was able to accomplish today. Let your head hang heavy as you straighten your legs, forward fold. Slight bend in your knees, curl up one vertebrae at a time. Stop halfway. Put your hands on the top of your thighs and curl your back. Press your shoulder blades up towards that ceiling. Now arch your chest forward, lengthen the tailbone back behind, press the heart right in front of you, being that nice cow stretch. Back up to our cat, suck the belly button in like someone punched you in the stomach. Curl that spine, press it up towards the ceiling. And again, back down to that cow, heart forward, lengthening the tailbone back behind you. A little tuck of the pelvis to curl up all the way as the last thing to come up. Let's find that balance. Grabbing onto one foot, knees together, hips tucked under, gently pull that heel towards the back. Show you what it looks like to the side. That knee is pointed straight down to the ground. We don't want to bow out, we don't want it to be forward. Switch it to the other side. Finding that balance. Knees together, hips tucked under, gently pull that heel towards the glute. Nice deep inhale, exhale, lengthening out the thigh. Amazing, strong work today, dancers. Good, bring that foot down, do a little shake out, deep breath in, arms go overhead, filling up the lungs. Exhale, release any tension, release any worries all down. One more time, deep breath in and fill up with all the strength, energy, power that just filled that workout. You earned it. Nice work, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and Moving with Midnite. If you want more, check out some of the other classes. I also have classes live. If you want to come work out with me in person, check out my calendar and my website for more details on that. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.